a positional idea. But with b5, I might even go as far as to say that I've equalized. Maybe. That might be a bit too ambitious to say. So what do I want this bishop? I could develop it to g4, of course. Other ideas in the position are, you know, rerouting this knight and then trying to play f4. Sorry, f5. To kind of force any issues that may still be apparent in the center regarding who has more control. So I have knight d7 for a candidate move. Knight d7. I have bishop g5, which I think is often a problem for black in this structure. I'm not sure. I think trading this off is actually pretty good. So I may go ahead and do this. Yeah, I think trading is fine in this opening here. So if okay, I don't have enough pressure quite yet. Not exactly sure what's going on here. My plan right now is to bring my knight to b5. Okay, so he's starting with the kingside expansion here. It's probably the right way to go. Maybe attempting to play f5 to try and break this open. And so I'm trying to figure out where I want this knight to go. So b6, c5, or do I go c5 with the idea of playing knight? Sorry, c4 with the idea of playing knight c5, putting pressure on this pawn. Yeah, that actually might be a decent try. Might be a decent try. But let's prepare it and wait one more move with queen c7. The point being is, say if my knight is on c5 and he decides to push, I have one more piece to influence things. This doesn't seem like something I really want, but I think this was probably less dangerous than f5. g5 seems a bit yeah, I'm really not sure. Doesn't seem as potent, if that makes any sense. Now I have even more control over e5, so this c4 knight c5 idea may still be on. I mean, and if he's gonna play f5, he could have done that a turn ago. It's kind of just a weird move, I think. Could be perfectly fine, by the way. I'm not saying that my opinion is objective in any way. Okay, so push this bishop back. This is interesting because I also had this bishop check. That may be an important point in the future. Of course, if I put my knight on d3, he'll immediately capture with his bishop. That goes without saying. His knight doesn't seem to be doing much, so that's good. Okay, so just bringing the bishop back. Huh. So can I just pile up on this pawn here? I believe if I double my rooks and then play b4 and his knight just kind of goes into some abyss somewhere, I'm probably able to take this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that plan happen. Time situation is relatively okay, but there is an increment, so it's really not too much of an issue either way. Everyone in the chat's doing good. Zarian holding it down. Okay. Rook. Just doubling rooks is the plan here. Yeah, see, he should have done that a while ago, right? Now, if he plays F... Huh. I think I may have to take this. No, if I take this, the queen takes, and then it's bad news, right? So, what do I do here? Maybe I get my bishop to a more active square. Is this possible? Or... Oh, take this. Take this. Okay. And then... Well, let's think about it. If I take the knight, then this is hit twice and defended twice. Sorry. It's still defended 3 times. So right now it's defended 4 times. I think I still like this idea, though, of taking this knight. I really like this idea, actually. Now what? Now... No bishops needed. No bishops needed. Get hype. Get hype. These bishops do not scare me. No bishops needed at all. Okay. Yes, this is probably not good. Hadn't considered this idea. But at the same time, there's no real way to attack this rook at the moment. So that's good. If there was an immediate way to attack, that might have been problematic. Okay. Okay. Let's try and harass white a bit here. The only way this will ever be kicked is if this knight goes away. As long as this knight is defending this square, things are fine. Okay. So can I undermine this somehow, or how does this work? This is interesting. This is interesting for sure. Go here, takes, and then I'm just down pawn. This is hit 3 times, defended 3 times. Okay. But why not march? Okay, I keep looking at queen a3, but that is not a move. That's clearly not a move. Okay. It's knight a4 a move. Knight a4. Okay, knight a4, bishop d2. Knight a4, bishop d2. Knight c4. Yeah. I'll offer a draw. Oh, maybe I should have made a move first. White is declining the draw. So I was thinking of moving my knight back. I don't really see a good continuation for black here. Okay. So now if I play knight d3, bishop takes. Well, I mean, this is still defended as many times as it needs to be, so that's the real issue here. I'm gonna try and just harass white a bit. So now I think this is a threat. No, it's probably still not a threat. I have to be careful. I'm lower on time, so I'm going to try and move a little bit more quickly. So maybe my idea is like queen b2 with the idea of taking. So if I go queen b2, then he has to respond to this knight takes, right? Although that's a bit dangerous. Okay. So okay, so I can actually threaten this again, I guess, because the queen is not. Because the queen is not defending, right? So he has to be careful. Yeah, he has to move his rook back, actually, because any other move might be problematic. This is tricky. This is tricky. Yeah, he has to move that back. So I wish I could get this knight back into the game. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again. Okay. So does this actually do anything, or? Not too sure about that. Do I just shuffle? Is this what I need to do? Just shuffle? Okay. The problem is I can't stop this bishop's influence over my knight. If I could somehow stop that, then I may have something. And also the fact that this knight is terrible. Those are the two main issues. I mean, otherwise this position is just locked up, right? No way am I going to let him trade his bishop for this knight. That would be suicide. And I don't think pushing these pawns is really conducive to me growing. It's not really like a good strategy long term. So yeah. Yes, he can do this. But then I'm gonna attack this again. So my plan is to just draw. This bishop right now looks ridiculous thanks to my rooks. So does he just want to repeat the position, or like what does he want here? Oh, he's trash talking. He's saying, how do you make videos on YouTube when you're such a boring player? Tell him, good question. I am pretty boring. Yeah, I mean, let's do this. Okay. So, threaten to take a pawn here? Works for me. Oh, I could have taken the pawn immediately. Ah! Why did I miss this? This pawn is free. That's just what I needed to get back into the game. Ah! Oh! Why did I do that? He gave me a free pawn. Ugh. Darn it. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I could just take this pawn. Okay. So, I'm sure I blundered. And so it says we both made 2 inaccuracies and we both made 1 mistake. So essentially we were just completely equal, which is kind of cool. Computer's liking all these moves, by the way. Okay, so the best move was b4 here. Let's look at the line. Wow. This is quite an interesting position. Quite an interesting position. Huh. I can't make heads or tails of it. But of course this knight is very powerful. And because I don't have a light square bishop, he's essentially untouchable unless I can either route my knight back somehow, or sack a rook. Can't utilize the open b file with a rook right now because of this knight. It's a very powerful piece. But it says this gives black a slight edge. Actually, almost a winning edge. But okay, back to the game. f5. So here I'm just shuffling. They really want me to play b4, but I don't want to play b4. Like, regardless of what a computer says, that looks just really dangerous. Yeah, and here I could have won the pawn right at the end. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. I should have just gone for this line. I definitely would have if I had just taken one more second to realize what had changed about the position. It's like, okay, he's been shuffling from these 2 points. Now that he's moved, what's changed? But I was a little bit, I don't know. I should have taken it. At any rate, it was a good game nonetheless, and there were some very interesting points. Maybe I shouldn't have put my knight on h6. I'm not really sure. Didn't really have anywhere else to go, actually, so that was actually pretty fun. I don't get these types of positions in games where I'm playing like low time control, or sorry, fast time control. Yeah, I'm not too big on the insults. I may throw a jab here or there, here and there if it's usually in retort though. It's not like I'll never initiate. It was funny, the other day I was playing a guy who kind of implied I was using a computer because I guess I have YouTube in my name. So he says, "Oh, you need to call YouTube and ask them why your computer is so bad," or something like that. And I was like, well, okay. And then I beat him and I said, I guess my computer's fixed now. So okay, at any rate, that was a fun game. Headhunt, let's go. And I like the let's start with b4. Let's do something fun. We don't always have to start with c4. Okay. The problem with b4 is, you know, from a purely theoretical standpoint, is that it allows black to immediately equalize. Other than that, it's pretty good. It could potentially take your opponent out of book, and it allows you to explore interesting ideas that aren't in normal positions. So my idea is to just bring my knight to c3. Actually, this kind of looks like an English, right? But I'm not fianchettoing my light square bishop in this position because it's not really necessary at this point. And although we've equalized, let's talk about what happened in the first few moves. So yes, white has had to waste a few tempos moving this bishop, which is why, you know, it's not really good at the very top levels. But I've traded a flank pawn for a center pawn, which means that black has less central control than he would have if he had e5 still on the board. So yeah, although black is technically equal, maybe slight advantage, I'm not really sure, White has some compensation here. So let's go ahead and castle. Wait, castle? Is it not my move? Oh, it's my opponent's move still. It's taking a think here. It's taking a think here. Like, what is there to think about? Not too sure. Oh. This is interesting. I really like this move. I like this move. Huh. Yeah, I do like this move, actually. So if I take... No. If I take this, he has to take with the pawn, right? So take, and then like bishop takes, queen takes. Or do I take with the pawn? That might be kind of cool. That might be kind of cool. Well, let's ask this guy a question first. Oh, this is dangerous, but it's also a good... It's a good position where I should be thinking. So we're playing a 12-5 game, so there's a 5-second increment. Let's keep that in mind. So do I have any opportunity to win material here? No, not quite. I could castle, then takes, and it's just even. But I'm thinking about taking on E5 first. That may be a bit better. And he has to take with a pawn. I'm not sure that really... Or I could keep more pieces on with something like knight d4. If I throw a question to the bishop immediately with h3, he can still take with the knight. And it comes with check, so that's problematic. On the other hand, although I am probably not going to be castling in that case, if he decides to take and I recapture with the g-pawn, then I have this rook g1 idea where my bishop and my rook could be potentially problematic for my opponent, to say the least. So it's a very I really like this position, although I'm sure it's not as fun to watch me try and make a decision. This is quite interesting. Man. Okay, this will be fun to look at after the game. So do I really play h3 here? That seems a bit dangerous. But there's one thing that I hadn't considered, and that's YOLO. The YOLO factor has to be considered here. He can take with the knight, but then G takes. Whoa! He took with the pawn? I mean, with the bishop? What? This has gone in a completely different direction than what I had anticipated. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. But now I believe I need to... this is... What is going on here? I must have some sort of compensation for not being able to castle. Even if it's the bishop pair. I should have marched this pawn first before I committed this. This might have been a bit premature there. I mean, I guess technically I still could castle if I go queen c2. That may also be an option. This is this is something, all right. I mean, it should just be knight g6, right? Like, what else is there? Knight g6, h4, then he should play h5, and then I wonder what I'm doing with my life. What? d7? 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 What is going on? Is this a Twilight Zone here? Okay. Oh, I see. But if I do this, is this not fine? Yeah, I think I can just do this, right? Ah, but then he has d5. Oh, why did I do that? That was a mouse slip. That was a mouse slip for sure. Alright, I gotta march this h-pawn. And harass this bishop, maybe. Riyadh, hey, how's it going? Zarion. Is it Zarion or is it Zarion? I think it's Zarion, right? Because vowel, consonant, vowel, grammar, and that type of stuff. Okay, I like the idea of getting the knight to c5. That makes sense. At the same time, yeah, this d5 also makes sense. At the same time, this is annoying. Maybe I can bail out in in castle. This looks messy. Well, I can just take this, right? Yeah, this looks like a mess. But now I'm threatening a whole bunch of stuff, maybe? No? Okay. Taking this f-pawn, I believe, is probably suicide, if I had to guess. Yeah, probably not too good. But huh. Riyadh, Zarion, hope you guys are doing well. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa. Hold on. Hold your horses here. There is some chess going on. So, doesn't this just force, like, stuff? Doesn't this force stuff? Oh, although my bishop is hanging now, unfortunately. Yeah, my bishop is hanging. That's really not good. And then if I go bishop d2, he really can take this. So I need to drum up some counterplay here. Okay, I like taking here because I can threaten to grab something, I guess. This knight is not defended, although my king looks ridiculous. Yeah, can't I just grab and win some type of piece or something? No, because my bishop is hanging. Wait. Alright, takes. No, doesn't work. So yeah, am I busted here or am I busted here? Maybe here? With the idea of taking this pawn? Maybe that's a bit ambitious. Let's keep the bishop here for defensive purposes. This looks messy, to say the least. Now if he goes to d5 with his knight, I have to be very careful. True. He does have that move. Although I'd like to think that I'm still holding something here. If queen takes, then I really don't know. Is there a threat happening here somewhere? Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I have to parry this, which is annoying. He can't take this pawn. He cannot take this pawn. Pretty sure. Ah, maybe he can. That's unfortunate. Yeah. So, taking here first? Wait a second. If I go here, I would take... This is complicated. Is this what chess is about? Complications? I like keeping things simple. So if I take, he's forced to take again. Let's think about this for a moment. I need to find an idea here that doesn't immediately lose. So right now he's forking my queen and rook. That's clear. I can force him to trade rook, at least one pair of rooks off with just rook takes c8. But after rook takes c8, What is my next move? That is the question. Well, let's put it on the board. Let's put it on the board. Okay. So, this doesn't change the fact that both my pieces are hanging. I think that's really the main issue here. Yes, that's a problem. So let's do a quick material count. I have 2 bishops, he has 2 knights, we both have a rook. Is there a way I can give up the exchange? Yes, I can give up the exchange. It seems as though I'll be forced to do so. Yeah, the problem with that is my opponent will be threatening checkmate after knight takes on h1, which is really unfortunate. I could force a trade of queens with a move like queen f3, and that may be my best bet. That may be my best bet. Is this knight trapped? No, knight isn't quite trapped. Huh. Interesting. Do I have any other ideas? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I just have to go queen f3. That seems to be my only move. Do I have any other dynamic options here? Problem is, after knight takes h1, he's threatening queen c1 check. And then I'm pretty much done after that. So anything I do, I have to parry that attack. So I just have to go into this endgame where it's 2 bishops versus a rook and a knight, and I'm down pawns, which is a bit messy. Keeping queens on, is this an option? Keeping queens on, he just takes, and then I'm in big trouble. Wait a second. So if queen takes... Okay, queen takes b5 just runs into rook b8, and then I resign. Well, I can't see a move. I mean, this is the only move I can see, and it just runs into a losing endgame. But okay, let's make my opponent work for it here. What? What a dastardly move. What a dastardly move. No, that's a clever move, I must admit. Yeah. Uh, am I getting... So if I move my bishop to block, I'm getting mated. Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's see a cute mate here. Man, that's impressive. That's impressive. Very nice, very nice. So let's see where I got beat up here. I can't even tell you what just happened in that game. I have no idea. Which means it should be instructive. Gotta love that Polish though. Man, even the computer's taking a while on this one. What's going on? How many moves is this? Only 32, huh? Computer's taking this long. Yeah, sure. I don't mind. All feedback is definitely appreciated. I went wrong with the Polish. That's probably where I went wrong. No, I think I didn't like F4. I didn't like F4. I felt as though... Yeah, I kind of let him get all this activity. Really wasn't what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. But yeah, he did really play this well. Why is this computer taking so long? Okay. So this says black is just winning the whole time. Essentially. I think we equalize. Yeah, we're equal here, equal. Then after D3, I'm just in trouble. It says the best move is Rook B1. Ah, I see. Okay, so D5, Queen C2, D4. He's playing all the best moves. Okay, that was a mistake. So I guess I really need to ask this bishop a question. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what this line is. But apparently I'm just losing. I think I got a little bit crazy with the whole idea of not castling. I think if I castled it would have been a little bit more balance there. Yeah, F4 was like immediately after I played F4 I was like, I don't feel good about this. Yeah. My idea was I wanted to get something going along this file, but it just never materialized. I missed that he could take this with check, and I think at that point he's already gotten his initiative. So, and then I have to do all this stuff on this queen side here, and I'm just like overwhelmed. So I didn't even get a chance to swing my rooks over. And then D4 probably wasn't too good either. Yeah, trading queens off probably was better. What was my idea with D4? Very short-sighted, it seems. Oh, my idea with D4 was to take this pawn. and then push a4 and try and get a blockade here, but I didn't even consider this move, and then it gets really messy. Maybe I should have just gone for this anyway, just taking. Yeah, it says bishop takes b5 is just the best try. Even though with that line I'm still -2. So really I just was playing ridiculous stuff. And kudos to my opponent for not even immediately taking this. He plays a even stronger move. Clever stuff. That was a well-deserved beating based on that play. Okay, this guy's 18-19 rated. I'm not really a big fan of the whole. I'm a bit. To say I'm not a big fan is a little bit too strong. I guess the right thing to say is I have mixed feelings about the whole rated play where you get to choose what side you're on. It's yeah. Yeah, the whole Polish is a bit questionable anyway, so this looks like a standard type of position. I think I want to play a6, b6, bishop b7, rook c1. Of course, playing d5 in these types of positions is kind of a symbol of equality. But if my opponent wants to make some weird mistake like bishop e3, then I can immediately win some material. So I'm going to go ahead and hold off on d5 because nothing's really stopping that from happening anyway. Yeah, I wasn't trying to play b5, so this a4 is a little bit... Okay, now I'm just winning. This is what I was waiting for. And then this fork. Common idea. But my opponent missed it. Perhaps I should have taken with the bishop. That seems like it would have been a stronger move. I just think I got a little bit too complacent with the idea of winning material. Probably wasn't the most accurate way to do that. So let's go ahead and continue. Game's not over yet. We're going to go ahead and fianchetto the bishop like I planned. And yeah, let's get this going. I'm not really sure what this is doing. Maybe he wants to sack, but seems a bit premature. Okay, we won't get into any wordplay that may have been associated with that. Now I'm just going to put the rook in opposition of the queen, and the reason I played queen c7 was not only to connect my rooks, but it was also to stop my opponent's queen from getting to f4 here. I think yeah, this is a bit tricky, isn't it? Okay, let's bring the rook in here. Where is this knight going? I'm really not sure. Is he attempting to bring the queen in? It's an interesting idea. Although I think I can actually nullify that with this move. The idea is if queen g5, then queen f4. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Now I'm still covering this entry square by the queen. Ah, I missed this. This is nice. And completely eliminates my advantage. And now I'm probably losing, which is weird. That's unfortunate. Okay, well now he just dropped the piece again. Like, what is going on? What is this? What's going on here? Oh, what time is it? 6:45. Not even 6:45. It's time for bed here. Time for bed for everyone. Caustic, how's it going? How's it going? Beats by Death, how's it going? It is time for bed because I'm just speechless in regards to this game. But okay, let's see what we got here. My opponent blundered a piece. I blundered a piece. Then my opponent said, no, I appreciate that you blundered a piece, but I want to gift it back to you. So here you go. And I said, okay. Oh, man. And there's no increment right now, so I need to stop messing around here. Moving the knight won't do me much good. So let's try and get this going here. Trying to trade the rooks, basically. And once I trade one pair of rooks, I should be relatively okay, I'd imagine. Maybe this? I don't know. Is this appropriate? Really unsure. Oh no! Oh, I have to be careful. I don't want to run into this issue. Doesn't quite work yet because I have... Yes, okay, well. Now I don't run into issues. Okay. Can I trade this, or would that be crazy? Oh man, I'm down on time. Threaten checkmate? It's always good. Good old checkmate. You can't take that pawn. Be careful. You cannot take that pawn. Now this pawn can't recapture anything, so that's probably worth mentioning. Can I just march these pawns? Is this a plan? Not quite sure. But let's try it and see. That seems like a weird move. But okay, it makes sense. I feel like this is the wrong idea. Let's get back. Let's get back here. Try and like. What do I do here? This is annoying. This is annoying. Why do I feel like I should be more comfortable than I am? This may run into all sorts of problems. This is annoying. I'm down on time. I'm gonna lose on time. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And then he's coming here and then... Okay. But then where does my knight go? After d4. After d4. Man. This is tough. Okay, reroute the bishop here. Okay. No. No. Why did I do this? That was clearly a pin. Why didn't I just do this move from the beginning? Oh, because the bishop wasn't there. Okay, yeah. This is like the most ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. Now I'm just flat out losing. Which is unfortunate. He can probably play F something now. F4. Just call it a day. Oof, this is annoying. This is annoying. And I'm so down on time, it's like crazy. Yeah? What's his point? Am I missing something here? Okay. So? Oh. Yeah, that's a resignation. What should I have done? Oh, I was just done here. Nothing I can do. Huh. Yeah, I got completely outplayed. Resign. Man. You know, I can't even be too disappointed in that one because I should have lost a long time ago. So there's that. Let me go ahead and drink some water here. That was by far the worst game of the stream. Matter of fact, that was the worst game of the month at least. So that might be a contender for worst game of the year. I don't want to analyze it. There were blunders back and forth. I don't know what happened. But there is a 1987, so let's go ahead and try and fight him. Let's try to erase that game out of our memories and refresh, reset button. This is a 5:15, so let's keep that in mind for time consideration. Let's get into some Benoni action here. Whew. Really? I'm not too familiar with this variation of first inserting a bishop f4, but can't be too bad. Now, if I take this pawn, that seems dangerous. My opponent has a big lead in development, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, this is what we're here for, right? Novice chess. This is what we are here for. Let's immediately stop any knight b5 ideas. That should be the first order of business. He's gonna play, I'd imagine, e4, which would be the most testing, I'd say. And if he plays e4, I think I'd like to play a6, which looks a bit weird, having not really developed a piece in the first however many moves. Oh, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. That's for sure. The point is to nullify my opponent's counterplay here. So, or acceleration in development, I mean. So yeah, this e4 kind of looks a bit dangerous. But actually, can I play e5? Yeah, I think I really need to play a6. I'm just scared. Scared of the ideas, not scared of the guy. Okay, and if yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And after I develop my bishop, I should be completely fine here. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually develop my bishop there. Just because I don't want him to get any ideas regarding e5. I don't want him to get too happy with that. Can't I just... Well, let's go here first. Let's not be too crazy. Although yeah, even taking there was a bit risky. Okay, I didn't consider this. This is actually a bit dangerous. Yeah. Didn't consider it. Did not consider it. But don't I have this? Am I fine after this or no? I'm either about to get wrecked or something else. No, this actually seems fine. I don't feel bad. Maybe I'm just unaware of what's happening. But I feel okay. As a matter of fact, how does this queen even defend this bishop? So I think the bishop... Really? And I can't play this, huh? That's hard to believe. This is a hard move to believe. I'm almost positive I can play d5. And if I can't, it's time to quit chess. It may be time to quit chess. Clever! Clever! Oh man. What a clever move. Why don't I anticipate my opponent's moves? Terrible. Yeah. Oh, this is... What is this? What is this? That's really the only question I can ask. Keep it closed. This is weird. Gotta appreciate the position though. This is a nice position. Very interesting. Why didn't I just take when I had the chance? Oh man. So, now that we're here, what's next? If I play rook c8, he's going to grab this pawn. That's true. If I play knight b6, where does this queen go? That's a good question. Knight b6. There's no more queen c6, queen c6. Okay, so knight b6 is out. So probably I have to just get castled here. My issue is that he's gonna get his knight onto c4. He's gonna get his knight to c4. So, okay, bishop e7 should be fine, followed by castles. He's gonna get his knight to e4, but I can't really stop that. Yeah. Can't stop it. Wait a second. Queen, sorry, bishop h4? Should be able to castle first, though. Bishop h4 is coming. No, because queen takes. Okay, bishop h4 is not on. Let's keep that in mind. If he moves the knight, I have knight b something. Knight b something, right? Okay, f6 loses to d6. Check. That's important. I don't know. This is still a tricky position for sure. Is it possible to just do this? This seems very loose. Wait a second. Let's counterattack the queen here. Ah! But this pawn is always hanging. Oh, man. These positions are hard. Chess is hard. Okay. Yeah, this makes the most sense, I think. Wait. Knight here. Ah, no, queen here does absolutely not work. So I think this is the best practical try. And if knight moves somewhere, bishop back, that's kind of weird. Yeah. I was thinking that I had to do this, although it looks messy, right? This already looks problematic here. But here I'm defending the bishop as well as attacking the queen. So this can't be too bad, I'd imagine. Yes, but what? Maybe this was bad. Ah, but now I can at least I've already messed this up. That's unfortunate. Okay, abandon pawn. Abandon pawn. Ah, but I'm still hitting this pawn. Ah, that's good. That's good. Dangerous, but good. Whew. Varicelada. You're supposed to be on my team. Let's do it. This is tough. This is tough. But there is something here. There should be something here, right? Something to hold? Maybe? Ah, rook b8. Oh, that would have been nice. But now I have to get creative. You can't push the pawn right away, so that's good. That was a point. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm losing, right? So I have to be careful. Yeah, the point of this rook move is actually to play f5 without any hassle of queen check. It's kind of you know, it's kind of far-sighted. It's kind of far-sighted. Can't I just play f5 and win the pawn? Winning the pawn easily? Maybe. Queen has no checks, which is always good. True, but can't I do... Oh, this is annoying. Okay, well I can do this, right? Still attack the pawn again, but pawn is not defended. Pawn is not defended, and it is attacked twice. Probably okay, if I had to guess. Yeah, but there's this move. Should I take? Not really necessary. I could also take this pawn, which might be a little better. Rook somewhere may also be an option. The problem is this whole d6 idea, which is a bit annoying. So takes. Yeah. Rook b4 seems to be the only practical shot I have. Queen takes. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. Sorry, rook b4. Did I say D? I meant B. Yeah, he can do that. But what about... Whew, this is gonna be a problem. Oh, terrible. And resign. Okay. So now that I've been playing positions that I have no business playing, let's see, like, what went wrong here? I thought I actually felt pretty comfortable here. I forgot the pawn drops, that's right. So, probably b5 is the best practical choice. Why didn't I just play bishop takes and then bishop takes and then okay, let's get into that line, by the way. Here's an easy way to get into that. What just happened? And you guys can tell me what you think of it. Instead of letting the pawn drop, which I completely ignored, what I should have done... Takes. Hitting both of these guys here. If check, then just this, right? So that shouldn't really be an issue. And then he's just done. Why in the world did I get into this other line? The key to accepting these gambits is to hold on to your material. So yeah, I'm really... And then I could have just taken here. Why not just take? Take, and we just get into an endgame. Or I'm just up material. Yeah, that was very sloppy. I need some notes like Wesley So, where I have to say, play simple chess. The more complicated I play, it's like... Ah, right. E6 was forced. That's right. Now I remember. I had to do that. But still, even after this, just taking the bishop is fine. There's no reason I need to play d5. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, agreed. I should have just taken c4. The more you trade down in people, in the games where your opponent is offering up a bunch of material, the better it is. And I just, for some reason, I lost sight of that. I mean, here it's clear as day. Just take. And probably even take this knight to just trade down into the endgame. But for some reason, I just lost sight of that. It's very weird. Very weird. I mean, it's a clear plan. It's clear. At any rate, let's get into another one here. Headhunt. Actually, give me about 1 minute. I'm going to go grab some water. Okay. Oh wait, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, the whole idea of these types of gambit positions is, okay, I'm giving you material in exchange for an acceleration and development. So if I'm able to nullify your developed pieces and just trade down, you are busted. For some reason, I got like a memory wipe or something. Okay. This guy's 1996. Let's try playing the same type of idea. I assure you, if he wants to give me some pawns, I will not hesitate to take them. I don't know what this is, but I know I have to play d5. So, bear with me here. I know I'm going to be using this semi-open F file though, that's for sure. Or maybe I won't be. It would be kind of weird if I don't. I'm going to go ahead and play bishop d6 just to stop my opponent's bishop from coming here, although I guess if he had come here I could still play this. So, right? This is an appropriate move. And I think just the standard knight c6 is fine here. Yes, I've got a hanging pawn structure, but should be fine. Should be fine. Okay. Perhaps counterattacking with this is interesting actually. I was gonna say with yeah, I really have no idea how to play this at all, so should be fun. Now this drops a pawn but also grabs one, so it should be fine. Actually, this only drops a pawn if bishop takes first. So perhaps I have some form of compensation in the bishop pair. Maybe I should have thought about this a bit more. Good old Zarloon. Good old Zarloon. Yes, okay, so my opponent's going for this line here. Or he can grab a pawn, yeah. Oh, and it's with check. How did I miss this? But I can also counter. Except for the fact that this drops a piece here. Is this queen trapped? Cute! Cute queen trap. Cute queen trap. Check that out. Check that. Oh, the traps. The traps. Yes, this is excellent. This is excellent. Oh, gotta love queen traps. Now I look like I'm just like a grandmaster. That was a grandmaster trap right there. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. How excellent is that trap? How excellent is that? So I want to capture with the knight just because I'm still putting pressure on this pawn. And he has to deal with that somehow. Oh man, that was pretty good. So if I take this pawn, he comes down and he gets all types of... Actually, he doesn't win this pawn because my knight is here. That's kind of cool. Man, that was an out of nowhere trap. That was like... That was a GM level trap. Okay, so really I just need to be careful. As long as I'm careful, I mean, if I take, he gets counterplay, right? So don't necessarily want to take right now. Is there something else I can do? I can trade up my light square bishop, but ideally I'm trading it for his light square bishop. So maybe not. I mean, maybe I don't want to quite do that yet. So maybe just knight up, over, trade a knight down or something like that. Or maybe just bishop d5. Seems like an okay idea. I mean, I'm sure the computer would have said, oh, just take the pawn and you're fine. Which I probably am. But, you know. Whoa! Whoa! This guy's playing some serious stuff here. Let's make sure I'm not mouse slipping. That would be heartbreaking. So I don't want to get off of this diagonal, and I want to make it so that my rook is still able to move if he needs to. Okay, the coordination between my rook and queen is now bad, but okay. We should still have something here. If I can trade one pair of rooks off, this is basically That's basically all I want for Christmas here. Yeah, the thing about taking is well, it's kind of twofold, right? He obviously can't take this pawn, by the way. So not only am I taking this pawn, but after a move like this, I take this pawn as well. He can move back. What? Really? This is a move I don't quite believe. Because of this move specifically. So this knight is going to be overworked momentarily. Yes, that's true. But I didn't consider this move actually. I was looking at okay, yeah, this should be fine, right? Okay. So I can attack this rook. Gain a tempo here. Hold on. Let's think about this. Gain a tempo on the rook. And I'm also threatening this. No, not threatening this. So let's see where this rook wants to go. I'm definitely not opposed to trading down more pieces. That's for sure. Though I should be careful. Should be careful. If this knight ever moves, I have this check, which is actually taking with the rook may be even stronger, but it's more dangerous. How do I deal with this here? Is there some type of double attack I can get in or something like this? How do I trade rooks off the board? Yeah, this is tricky. This is tricky. So if he takes, do I have any moves that like hit both of these rooks or something? I don't know. Why can't I find a move here? That's annoying. Alright, time to march some pawns, right? Wait a second. No, that doesn't work. Okay, let's defend the pawn momentarily. True, but don't I have this? I have to be careful about the time. He has to be careful about getting mated. So we each have to be careful about something. True, he can do that. But after this, looks a little bit dangerous to take this. So I'm gonna go ahead and back up. Ugh. No. Letting my opponent get all sorts of play here. Playing on increment. No, now my pawn is, now my bishop is hanging. This is terrible. If I can simply trade off. Oh man. Yeah, just can't figure it out. What? What is this? Ugh, this is annoying actually, more than anything. Yeah, exactly. He wants to get his bishop into the action. Rightfully so. I'm gonna go ahead and try and prevent this from happening. Don't plan on flagging. Do not plan on flagging. If I flag, well, probably deserved actually. Fair. Wait a second. Oh ho ho, this guy's clever. This guy is clever. Yeah. Ugh. Am I really losing this? This is crazy. I feel like I need to just start marching this pawn. It might be too late. That being said, let's march the pawn maybe? I don't know. So if he plays rook a7, rook takes e6, exclam, right? Has to be an exclam. Whoa. Oh, shoot. There's no way I can calculate this. Okay. Let's move, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. This might have been a blunder. taking here? Exclam! Exclam! Has to be an exclam. Maybe I'm winning with this move. I don't know. Hard to say. I'm either winning or immediately losing. Oh man, and now we're back to this. Now this looks just like I have to go for perpetual. And somehow I'm losing now. I went from completely winning to now losing, which is very strange. Wow. That's impressive there. I have no good checks. I have no good checks at all. And then I flag. Wow. Yeah, that was a hard pill to swallow there. That's a hard pill to swallow. I was completely winning. Trapped the queen. Got into some cool, what looked like a theoretical trap there. I mean, I got a pawn. Yeah, I really don't know. Yeah. This is a passive move, that's for sure. I even got some rooks traded, or pieces traded, but it just didn't work out. And I couldn't take because bishop is here. Huh. I just don't. Huh. I don't even, like, I feel like I should look at this without a computer, because if I look at it with computer, it's going to be like, oh, okay, easy. But no, it's not that easy. I think really one of my mistakes here was putting my pieces in passive positions. So after this, maybe even just trading. Maybe even just trading here. But of course I can't trade quite yet because of my hanging knight. So instead of rook f8, how do I improve? Maybe just immediately bringing the knight back in. Yeah, that's probably better. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, the point of knight d8 was that I could capture this pawn while maintaining this b5 pawn. It's a bit... Yeah, r takes f3, but then rook takes d8, and oh, rook takes f3. Yes, he can't take d8 because then I have rook f8. Ah, yes, I missed that idea. I missed the idea completely. Yeah. Yeah, I completely missed the idea. That was really unfortunate because I felt as though I should win that. Okay, let's headhunt some more. I'm a little bit disturbed after losing that game. Yeah, I'm not letting my opponent get d5 in. Ask him immediately what he wants to do. So what black is going to try and do is chip away at this structure immediately. Rightfully so. Yep. But this seems a bit terrible for black. What's the best way to continue this? Actually, I think maintaining the pin. If he wants to push this, his dark squares are way too weak. He should not be pushing this. No, he should not be doing this. I can assure you that. Wow. Wow. Yeah, he can take, but but his rook won't be too happy with that decision. And after castles, I think I can just play d6, claim an advantage. So, I think that queen game was a little bit reminiscent of that game where I lost against the guy who was throwing pawns at me. Oh, huh? There's no way that this is actually sound. Cannot be sound. Wait a second. I have to play this accurately. So I think I actually have to do it this way. That's annoying. D5, I mean. Another option is to take with the bishop. Oh, yes, just take with the bishop and then queen something. Yeah, this is fine. Not really sure what black thought he had going here.